Hello students, let's begin our today's session. Poem 1.3 Have You Ever Seen? By Anonymous. What do you mean by anonymous? Anonymous means when a name of a poet is not known or it's unknown, then we write it as anonymous. Let's see the intro. This is an interesting and amusing poem where the poet has asked many questions not to get answers but to emphasize on the facts. I hope the intro is clear. Now, before moving towards our poem, there are few concepts which has to be cleared. This concept will help you to understand the poem more clear, more better. Let's head towards the concept. The first one is homographs. It is divided into two parts, homo plus graph. Homo means same, graph means writing. Words with same spelling but different in meanings are called homographs. The examples bat, bat, tear, tear. Next concept is pun. What do you mean by pun? When words with the same spelling or pronunciation are used in such a way that they convey more than one meaning, the figure of speech involved is called pun. A pun is a play upon words. Yes, you're right. It is a figure of speech. This figure of speech is an important figure of speech of this poem. The whole poem revolves around this figure of speech. With this, there is one more, that is interrogation. So now let's proceed with our poem. Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen a sheet on a river bed? Here the poet is telling us that have you seen any sheet on a river bed? The answer is no. Then why we call it as a bed if there is no sheet? Next, or a single hair on a hammer's head. Here the poet is telling us that have you seen any hair on a hammer's head? Then why do we call it as a head if there is no hair? Has the foot of a mountain any toes? The poet is telling us that have you ever seen any toes at the foot of the mountain? Then why do we call it as a foot if there is no toes? And is there a pair of garden hose? Here in this line the poet tells us that have you ever seen any pair of garden hose? Here hose means stockings and the other hose means the pipe. So the poet is telling us that have you ever seen a pair of garden hose? And if you have not seen a pair of garden hose, then why do we call it as a pair? Next, does the needle ever winks its eye? Here in this line, the poet is telling us that if the needle is having an eye, then why doesn't it wink? Next, why doesn't the wings of a building fly? Here the poet is telling us that the building is said to be having wings, and if it is having wings, then why doesn't the building fly? Next, can you tickle the rib of a parasol? Here parasol means umbrella. The poet is trying to tell us in this line that we can tickle the rib of a person, but why can't we tickle the rib of a parasol? That is umbrella. Next, or open the trunk of a tree at all. Here again the poet is telling us in this line that whichever trunk we have, we can open it. But why can't we open the trunk of a tree? Are the teeth of a rake ever going to bite? The rake is said to be having a teeth. If we can bite with our teeth, why can't a rake bite with its teeth? Have the hands of a clock any left or right? We have our hands and we have a left hand and a right hand. Same way the clock is also having the two hands. But why can't we call it as left and right? We call it as big or small hand. Can the garden plot be deep and dark? In this line the poet is telling us that garden is having a plot. Plot has two meanings here. One plot means the land, and the other plot means planning something wicked or something bad. So the poet is telling us in this line that the garden is having a plot, but why it is not deep and dark? Why it is not a wicked plan? And and what is the sound of the bridge's bark? Your bridge means tree. When a dog barks, we can hear the sound. Then why can't we hear the sound of a tree bark? So in this poem, I hope this poem is clear to you. In this, I'll say some few words, that is, English is a funny language, and this poem is a small example of it. I hope you understood. Thank you.